this is our last day of new instruction for this unit. So the last thing to talk about with visual art is sculpture. So sculpture is always three-dimensional, okay? It is a form, it takes up space. It is not a flat painting, it is three-dimensional stuff. So here are some, we're gonna go through the different types of sculpture. So it can be freestanding, meaning that it's also can be called a full round because you can walk fully around it. It is not attached to the space. So this is like on this platform, and this platform can be moved. So it can be relocated to like different squares or different museums. A relief sculpture. So you have this flat background, and then it projects out from that background. This is called The Gates of Paradise by Lorenzo Ghiberti. So in the back, the flat space is called low relief. And then high relief is where the actual stuff is. Bas relief. So the most common example of this is a Roman coin. So that where the relief sculpture was built up on top of a flat surface. A bas relief is carved away or etched out. So he started with this coin, and then he etches out, or she, whoever made the coin, etched out the part that we don't want. Open forms. So that just means that it is open. It leads your eye away from the sculpture, like this sculpture called Man by Alberto Giacometti. Closed forms, just like you would think, it leads your eye back inwards. So this is called The Kiss by Brancusi. All right, additive sculptures. So this is one of the two basic ways to make sculptures. You either make a sculpture by adding things on and assembling materials, or by taking things away. So this is an additive ceremonial mask where things were added onto it. And then we have subtractive, where so this started out as a block of marble, and then things were carved away from it. This is St. Mark by Donatello. Casting. So this is considered an additive method. It is almost like reverse sculpture. So you make a mold or a cast. So like plaster, and then you carve things away from the plaster, and then you pour liquid. So this is like liquid malted bronze into the cast, and then it hardens, cools down, and then you take the cast off, and then you have this beautiful form. So it is like you're literally sculpting in reverse. It's pretty cool. Installation art. So this is just like the very first one that we talked about. This is non-permanent. It's installed within a location, and then it can be moved away. Installation art generally invites people to walk through it. So this is called The Embankment by Rachel Whiteread. You can see people are walking in between the parts of the sculpture. Linear. Linear means lines. So a linear sculpture has lines. Is that it? It is it. We learned all the things we need to learn about sculpture. We usually get to play with Play-Doh and make these sculptures ourselves with Play-Doh in class, but we don't get to do that virtually. But sculpture is really cool. Hopefully when we're in class, hopefully soon, because everybody's gonna wear their masks, we can play with Play-Doh and make